Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do a little bit of a coloring in the stained glass coloring book. I know it's like funny because I said that I wasn't going to do these anymore, and then today I just felt like it, so here I am. But I showed recently the Little Butterflies book, and I colored one yesterday, and I really enjoyed coloring it. It was quick and easy, and I used alcohol markers on it, and I put it in my journal, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But I thought I'd show you too, because Keith has this House of Horror stained glass coloring book from Dover, and I know the angle's funny on this, like I could turn it this way, but it's hard for me to film in colors, so this is just a weird angle that it's going to be. But he colored this a while ago also with alcohol markers, and I thought I would show you guys what it looked like, because people were saying that they never colored in these kind of books before. Let's see, which way do I need to go? Maybe I need to zoom back out a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong way. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah. So, so he colored this picture from the Phantom of the Opera a while back, and he used alcohol markers on that. I put a piece of paper, whoops, in between the pages so you could see what, get a better idea of what it looked like. There we go. But, yeah, so just really, they're fun. They're fun to color in. They're funny, though. They kind of have a slight odor to them. I don't know. It's weird. It's that paper. But, I thought today I would color, with pencils instead and see if that gives any difference. So I colored a page and I put it in my journal yesterday. And so I'm going to show you guys what that looked like really quick. And I don't think I have anything written sensitive. Yeah, but I will just show you guys what that ended up looking like. So let me zoom in there and show you how that looked. So I did this last night, and I used alcohol markers, and it was okay, but it, I didn't like I could see the marker lines, so I ended up just putting white dots all over everything, because, you know, when in doubt, I just put white dots on everything. So yeah, so that's what I did with that. But I thought today I would color with the, another one of these little butterflies. And, I would, we'd use Prismacolors, because that is, a pencil that most people have, you know, generally speaking, most people have this. So I picked this image, really super simple. It didn't take me long with the markers last night. This might take a little bit longer, and we're about to eat dinner, so I'm going to color till it's dinner time, and then if I'm not finished, I'll pick it back up. But so I'm just going to use Prismacolors. I did put a white paper obviously underneath it so that it you know, you'll be able to, I'm trying to get the camera just right here. Ooh, there we go. And then I might zoom in a little bit. And because it's always hard for me to color on camera with my hands and the angle and this and that. So I just grabbed a couple of pencils that I would start with. This one is the Peacock Blue. I know why things look funny. I don't have my glasses on. That's what the deal is. I need to put my glasses on. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna start coloring, and we'll see. Oops, didn't mean to bump it. So we'll see. Because I took that page out yesterday and put it in my journal, this page was already loose, so I just decided that I would color on this one. And that would be that. So, hopefully you're gonna be able to see. I'm gonna try to get I know there's a shadow, but, alright, so I'm gonna turn even more. Hold on. It's just all about trying to get the camera at a good angle where I feel comfortable and where you guys can still see. Okay. So I know you're in shadow, but I'll move it away every so often, so that you can see what we're doing. So I'm just using Prismacolor pencil here. I've never used, this is only the second thing I've colored in here in the stained glass. I might have had one of these kind of books when I was little. I'm not sure. So the paper is, you know, if you know what that vellum paper is like, it's a little rough, but I was trying to pick a pencil that most people could relate to, And I know like the majority of people have the Prismacolors, so I thought we would just try that and see how it goes. And it doesn't have to be like a masterpiece, because I'm not trying to do anything like that. I just bought these, like I said, to go in to cut color and then put in my journal. So I wish there wasn't such a shadow of my hand, but not much I can do about that right now. It's a very gloomy day. The one thing with the markers is you can't really shade. Well, I guess I could if I had like better markers. I was using Bic markets, and with this, with pencil, it's a little bit easier to get some variation. Although stained glass, a lot of times, doesn't have that much shading and stuff like that in it. So I love stained glass. I've always been drawn to stained glass ever since I was little. When I was I grew up Catholic is how I grew up, and of course we had stained glass windows at church, and so I'm gonna leave that like that. So there's a little bit of shading in that, and then I'll go ahead and do the one on this side. I think I'm gonna turn it a little bit. So there was the stained glass windows at church, and I got used to those, and I just loved them so much. I thought they were like super, super, super beautiful, and I really would love staring at them throughout Mass and everything. I would just be staring and staring at the windows, and I still love to go back to that church, even though I don't consider myself Catholic anymore. Sometimes I do go back to that church, and I love the stained glass. And this past fall, I think it was the end of September, we went to the museum, the DIA, which is the Detroit Institute of Arts, and they had some stained glass there, and they have a window that is on display. It's not like a window that looks out to the outside or anything, but it's on display, and it's huge. I mean, it's massive. It goes from the ceiling to the floor. It's like this giant panel. It's so beautiful. And then the whole room is dark. Like they have the lights off basically. And then there's light behind the stained glass so that it comes through, and it is the most beautiful thing. And when Keith and I were there, I said to him, go ahead and look around or whatever. I'm just going to sit here for a little while. And there's like little benches and stuff that you can sit on to admire the art. And I probably sat in front of that for 15 or 20 minutes, just enjoying how beautiful it was. It's just so magnificent, you know. And I love Tiffany glass too. I have a lamp that's obviously imitation Tiffany. Well, it's not real Tiffany, but it's a stained glass lamp, and it's done in Tiffany's style. My mom gave it to me. She had it, and I always admired it. Her husband bought it for my stepdad a long time ago, and I loved it. And she has a habit of giving things away to charity a lot, and I said to her always, do not give this lamp away to charity. When you decide that you don't want it anymore, I want it. So she gave it to me a couple years ago, and it's just lovely. It's on a table upstairs in our kind of like family room type room. So there's that. And let's see, I'm trying to decide what else to color this color. I think I'll do these little right here, this little area here. Yeah, I think I can tell already that I like the pencil better on this than marker. I thought that I would like the marker better because it's more vibrant, you know, but I don't like the marks that the marker leaves, like the alcohol markers. So, yep, definitely better. There. And I'll do this one too. We had a couple inches of snow overnight, and it's just kind of gloomy today. Keith's gonna make dinner. He asked me, he said, how long do you think you're gonna color? Because I'm gonna make dinner. And I said, why don't you just give me half an hour and then we can eat. And he said, okay, that would be fine. So, what else do I want to do, Blue? How about this here? So I think he's making bean burritos and chicken burritos tonight for dinner. He makes really good, well, they're chicken and rice burritos. And it's so funny because he used to make them all the time, and he hasn't made them in a really long time. And when I very first met him, it was probably, oh my gosh, I don't know. Well, okay, let me think. The first, do you need anything? Oh, I guess not. The first time we were on our date, we went to the movies. And then the second time we went on a date, we went to a horror convention. He picked me up and we went to a horror convention. And then I went to my friend's for Easter in Oklahoma. And I needed a ride home from the airport because the girl that was supposed to pick me up was sick and she couldn't get me. So Keith, which is where we live now, was only about 5 miles from the airport. And I asked him, I said, I know it's a hassle, but do you think you would be willing to pick me up from the airport? I'd give you gas money and everything like that. And at this time, we were still just like in the friend stage. We hadn't really had official dates. I mean, we went places together, but we weren't really calling them dates. We were just hanging out, like the horror convention, and we went to the movies. And he said, yeah, sure. So he picked me up at the airport. And then he said, well, do you want to come back to my house? And you can see where I live and meet my dog. And I said, sure. So he picked me up at the airport, and then we came back to his house. And he said, well, now you know how to get here from the airport, because I lived quite a distance away, about an hour away. He said, do you want to come over next weekend and stay the weekend? And we'll go to do some different things. And I said, yeah, that sounds really good. So when I came the next weekend to stay with him, he made dinner one of the nights, and that's what he made. He made these chicken and rice burritos, and they were really good, and bean burritos and stuff. And I was like, oh, these are so delicious. So and then after we got together, he was making those all the time. It was like a frequent meal, you know, and they were really, really good. And then he kind of got away from it. But we used to buy the burritos at Sam's Club, and we've let our Sam's membership lapse. We don't go there anymore. Which way am I going here? There we go. So the chicken rice stuff we bought at Sam's, and yeah, so now we didn't get them. So he bought some the other day at the grocery store that's similar, and he said he was going to make them. So I'm kind of looking forward to them because we haven't had them in a long time. I'm going to use aquamarine now. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, see what's what, find someplace to put it, to lay it down. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, because like I said, he used to make it all the time, but he kind of stopped. He cooked for me so much when we first, well, he still does, but when we first started dating, he used to lure me, and I always tell everybody he wooed me with banana pudding and lasagna. trust me, I'm very appreciative that I have a man that can cook, because I know there's a lot of men that don't cook. There's a lot that do, though. I mean, there's a lot of men that really, really enjoy cooking. I enjoy cooking sometimes, too. But I do more of, like, specialty meals and desserts. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll do, like Keith does the daily cooking, and then if we're having, like, I'll do, like, a specialty meal. That's a, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it. And then I'll make desserts and stuff, and he does, like, most of the day-to-day cooking. So, yeah. I filmed a couple, oops, didn't mean to hit the camera. I filmed a couple of Avon videos today also. So I got that done, and I really would like to get on some kind of a schedule. I know I've said this before with the coloring, to at least do one coloring video a week, and I think I've been pretty decent at getting up my coloring content. But I'd like to get on some kind of a normal schedule. It's just kind of hard because we have things that come up here. My mom has needs, and Keith's parents have needs, and things come up, and I don't always get the ability to film when I plan on filming and stuff like that. But so I don't know, I'd like to, but I don't know if that's something I can do or not. I'm just really enjoying this. I mean, it's fun to not really, care too much about blending different colors together and stuff, just kind of trying to lightly shade certain areas in, but it's fun. And these little minis are, like, super quick, you know what I mean? You can, like last night I had that whole picture done in, like, an hour to an hour and a half, maybe. I don't know. I don't even think it took me an hour and a half. Probably an hour or so, I would think. And it was just nice to put it into my journal, because I didn't really have anything going on that yesterday other than we were watching movies, and I had written in it about some movies that we watched, and I had gone out to dinner. Let's see, today's Wednesday, so this was yesterday. Tuesday I was writing about, journaling about some things, and Monday night, I had gone out to dinner with some Avon friends. We went out to a local restaurant that's really close to my house that we love so much. I've talked about it before. It's called Malik's. We get it, like, for Valentine's, and I don't know, it's just, well, we get it other times too. It's like a Mediterranean restaurant. So we met there, my Avon friends. Hold on, I gotta take a drink of water. Excuse me. Yeah, I met my Avon friends there, and we had a really nice dinner, and it was good and yummy and everything. So, and then I had leftovers for Keith, and I guess I had just kind of journaled about that, and then and we rented some movies, and which I also talked about in one of the videos I filmed today, because I was putting on some eyeshadow, doing an eyeshadow look with a certain Avon quad, and I was talking about how we rent movies from a video store, and a lot of people are like, you have a video store near you? And so many people don't, but we actually rent movies from Family Video, which is like a chain of video stores in the Midwest. We still have a location. It's really close to us. It's only, like, right down the road, actually, like a couple blocks down the road, and we rent movies there, and right now we have half off of rentals for 30 days. So, yeah, the last time we went in there, it was so cheap. I think we paid $7 and change, and we had, like, 3 new releases. No, maybe not 3, like 2 new releases. And a TV show series. We got Castle Rock that was out on Hulu. We rented that, and for like $7. I mean, it was so cheap. You get these movies for 5 days or whatnot, and it was really, inexpensive. So we always enjoy that. We'll go in, like, stages where we'll rent movies a lot from them, and then we don't. But usually what it coincides with is, because we like to go to the movies when, movies are at the theater, so we go to the theater a lot. And sometimes for whatever reason, we just don't get out that often to the movies. Like, there might be a lot that we want to see, but for whatever reason, we've got stuff going on and we don't get there. So they all of a sudden they come out on DVD or Blu-ray, and you know, we have a whole bunch that we want to catch up on. So that's when we'll tend to visit the video store, and we'll get all caught up on things that we want to see, you know, and then we'll go back. So that's when we qualify for that half off thing. We'll usually take advantage of it, and then smell like I got a smudge in there. We'll take advantage of it, and usually we do that a few times a year, and it's always like in the summer and in the winter, it seems like. So I'm going to use orange, which I thought would be a nice contrast, and I think I'm going to put it like here and here. We'll see. We'll just see. I thought about putting it around the edges. I don't know. I don't know which to do. Do I want it around the edges, or... Yeah, maybe I do want it around the edges. So in this little book, it tells you which, what colors the butterfly is. It tells you like the type of butterfly that it is and what it looks like and the colors and stuff. I just am coloring whatever I feel like coloring. Because, you know, that's how I am. There's no rules. I can color my butterfly however I want to color it. I ordered this washi tape. I'm really excited for it to come from China. And it is Van Gogh printed washi tape. So like, it has, I got like 8 different paintings, I think. Or did I get 6 different paintings? I can't remember all of them. The only ones I can remember for sure is Haystacks and A Starry Night. But I can't remember the titles of the other ones. But I got, yeah, I'm really, really excited for them to come. Because I love Van Gogh. Van Gogh. I got some stickers too from Etsy from China. And they came the other day. And they're super cute too. Super, super, super cute. You know what? I can show them actually. Hold on. They're right in front of me. Because I stuck them in my journal. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way and I'll show it really quick what they look like. Not that I plan on showing my journaling pages a lot, but... Which way do I go? Here we go. That way? This way? It's hard for me. Oh, because I'm zoomed. That's why. Let me zoom out. Oops, wrong way. So there's like perfume bottles, and Prada Candy is one of my favorite perfumes ever, and I wear it a lot. So I put that in there. And then there's a selection of vintage dresses that I thought were really cute. And then this one is like a... there's just different like girls with different dresses and different flowers and stuff like that, and I thought they were so cute. So again, my journaling is not anything fancy. But I just thought these stickers were super, super, super adorable. So yeah, so that's that. Okay, now we're zooming back in. Whoops, now we're zooming back out. You'd think I'd know how to do this by now, you guys, right? I guess not. I guess I don't. There we go. I don't know if I like the orange with this blue and that or not, but I thought it would give a contrast, you know. Sometimes I like orange and blue together anyways, because, you know, I don't know, they just, like, are a contrast, you know. Wrong way. Here we go. Okay. So, yeah, so we finished we finished Castle Rock yesterday. And I liked it. Overall, I liked it. I liked the beginning of it. I liked the end of it, but the middle of it I wasn't crazy about. So like episodes 1 and 2 I was pretty into. 3 was okay, and then I like didn't like 4 through basically 7, and I liked like episodes 9 and 10. So it's kind of funny because, you know, I went back and forth on it, but overall I liked it, and I said if they come out with the season 2 I would watch it. Keith did not like it. He said every time he watches something like that, he feels like Charlie Brown when Lucy pulls the football away from him at the last minute, because he gets really excited that he's gonna like something, and then it's really good, and then all of a sudden it sucks, and he feels like he's been punched in the gut or had his football taken away. So yeah, he didn't like the end of it, and I did. But you know what? I said, well, whether you liked it or not, it did its job, because we sat up and we laid in bed last night discussing the ending of it for probably a good half hour, 40 minutes, theorizing about different things, and, you know, going back and forth on what we thought and everything. So I said at least it was a little bit provocative. You know, it gave us some topics for discussion. I guess because I'm using pencil, it's taking me longer than when I use the markers, because I'm like, gosh, I feel like I should be done with this by now. It's a half an hour almost into the video. Let's see. I'll do this one down here too. Our house phone's ringing. We've had this, we're on the, you know, the do not call list or whatever, and people still call all the time. It's like all telemarketing calls constantly all day long. So annoying. So I don't know if like a harder pencil, because you can see like the white spaces in this. I don't know if a harder pencil would be better, because the prisms are really soft and this paper has a texture to it. So maybe like, I don't know, like an oil bait, like a harder pencil, maybe, what am I looking for to say? Let me think. Like maybe the Speer Farben, if that's how you pronounce those. Like, I like those. Those might work good. Or even just like a budget brand like Crayola or something like that might do better in these. I'm not sure. It's kind of fun to experiment, though, and see what, you know, what I think works best. But regardless, they're really fun. I mean, they're just little tiny, you know, pages, and it's kind of neat to color them and work on them. And I think I'm going to get more of them just because it's so fun. I like working on pages that take me a couple of sessions, especially ones that require a lot of blending and layering. I like to do that. To me, that's relaxing. I know a lot of people find it stressful, and the whole point of coloring is to de-stress. But I enjoy that usually. But there are some times where I feel like just doing something from start to finish in like one session. And I found a good book for that too, is that Little Sweethearts from Deborah Muller. I colored a couple pages in that, and I found it to be very much like that. I was able to just do a page in one session and be done with it, and I really, really enjoyed it a lot. Let's see, we got 29 minutes. I'm going to go because it's almost 30, and I told Keith give me half an hour. He was going to work on dinner. But I didn't get a lot done, did I, in a half an hour? I guess I was like talky, and I showed you the other stuff. But I will come back and color some more on it, you guys. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. All right, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.